Hi, this is Meir. On a regular gloomy day in San Francisco, my goodness, I described to you how many good days we have there. And now they're gloomy, and at the end of the month I'm going to Germany, and I'm sure the weather there is not going to be the best in the world, but I must say it's nice and kind of warm. So I want to talk about a very important topic, your circulation. I want you to see at the end of this discussion that we're going to have on December 10th, and it's worth flying to here for that workshop. A workshop that talks about relaxing in the middle of the frenzy of holidays. You know, it's wonderful that there is a good family gathering for Thanksgiving. People get filled with food. They can't stop eating. It's wonderful. But we put a lot of effort into it. And then people in the other holidays, like Christmas, they put a lot of effort into shopping and having fun. Then comes the new year, and people make a lot of effort to lose the weight they gain and to have a better year. What we need to be sure is that any time, always, our blood flows well, that your feet always feel warm, that your hands feel warm, that your nose is warm, that you're not fatigued, because with poor blood flow, we become fatigued, that you're not stiff comparing to how you are. So it should be clear, it's subjective. You could have arthritis, but if you're not that stiff today, then your blood flows better. You could be a yoga teacher, but if you're a bit more stiff today, it means your blood does not flow so well. So people talk about diet, and that's very important, to eat food that it's easier to digest. But also, we should talk about the fact that we need to move, not simply to have heavy exercises, but to do motion in space is one thing. To break patterns that lead to stiffness and poor motion is another thing. You can stop this program for a minute and lift your legs sideways and keep it sideways for 2 minutes. And then keep the other leg sideways for 2 minutes. And you are going to find it's not so easy. At least it's not so easy for most of the lectures of the classes that I'm giving, until we build up that strength. Walking backwards is not something that most people are thinking about. But as you grow old, it helps your balance. It also helps your circulation. I remember that once my feet were cold. I had some scabs that did not heal. Until one day I lied down and sideways bent and straightened my knees for 1,000 times. And the hips moved, and more blood flew to my feet, and my scab healed in a day. If things don't heal with you, it's because not enough circulation happened. If you're stiff and stressed, you're really subject for many illnesses. People think that they can avoid illnesses by isolation, with masks, with protection. You avoid illnesses by having a strong immune system. And the number one is blood flow. Number two is deep relaxation of the body and the eyes. Looking at waves, relax. My client today who became legally blind due to stroke that he got from COVID. And after that, he was able to see from twice the distance huge letters that he had to be very close to before. Just because he looked at the waves, could separate between them, he was able to improve his vision. He wasn't able to read the sign of our school last year. And now he can read it, not all of it, but whichever word is above him as he stands on a ladder. Now that sounds like little vision, but much more than he had before. We all can become richer in function. We have to be patient, persistent, and move forwards. This is the message of self-healing. That's the message I will give you in one day of practice. It's going to change your life completely. And that's why I would like you all to come. Of course, all of you are not going to come. Everybody has different plans, but those who can come will be really lucky. And I hope for many of you. Many blessings. Talk to you again, Meir.